ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an episode of Legends, and today we're looking at Karakondzhul's Hlaalu deck. It's an aggressive deck made especially for those who do not understand what it means to spam stuff in a lane, go face and win. Now we're playing our first match against Vladish, which is playing an assassin deck. And it's an assassin based on actions. Let's see what our options are. We've got the Skulk, we've got the Retain. But our best shot is to get some HP, because I'm guessing he has the creature that basically deals damage whenever you use an action. And I'm guessing we're facing a Cruel Firebloom deck, most likely Thorana based. That's just my hunch. So what we are going to do is hit some face. And notice our Rift Thane is in guard mode. Especially I did that before attacking, because I wanted the Goblin Skull to have no draw. Absolutely no draw. Now you see he already had 2 curses in his hand. Mage's Guild Recruit. Sure. He drew an action. Now we have the Goblin Skull and the Mournhold Traitor, which we are going to play during our next turn. So he's closing on 4 Magicka, 5 Magicka, and losing the Mournhold Traitor would be a substantial loss, as we would lose a lane. Now trading with that action generator, because he's an action-based deck, that should give us some breathing space. Camelon Hero into the field lane. We've got our trustworthy Hlaalu Sharpshooter and a Lockpick. Now it was a good choice to destroy that creature. We've got 5 Magicka. Let's get out the Goblin Skulk. I'm thinking if there is an alternative. To make best use of our Magicka here, we can only play 2 to costs. We want to keep the Sharpshooter for later. Also a Nasi for later. Yeah, let's go with the Mournhold Traitor. Let's go with the Hlaalu Sharpshooter and kill that off. And the Nord Firebrand. Now, we've established our board presence in both lanes. It will be really hard for our opponent to counter this. The only thing that I'm worried about is a Lightning Bolt to the Mournhold Traitor. But that will only give him a 2-on guard in the field lane, which would leave our shadow lane untended. And we could also use an RC to grab any keywords that our opponent is going to summon. Oh. Well, our opponent is entitled to think as much as he likes. We also have rounds in which we think a lot. We have 6 Magicka and we can play all the good stuff. Now let's get this. Yeah, we should start with the Bruma Profiteer, but we want our Rift Thane to be buffed for combat. So right now, I'm extremely fearful of an Ice Storm. You know, an Ice Storm will clear the board, leaving only our Mohole Traitor with a 4-1 HP. And it would be bad. There's a Terrana. Exactly how I suspected. It's an assassin deck based on Cruel Fire Blooms. To grab as many Cruel Fire Blooms from the deck using the Goblin Skulk, because once you play it, it's actually it's a 0 already. So we're just going to hit face. Lightning Bolt. Sure, we don't care. And we can play Black Dragon. Now, Black Dragon is extremely useful in this deck. Although there are 75 cards and drawing it is 1 in 75 chances. Actually, it's less based on how many rounds and how many cards you've drawn, but it's an extremely powerful card. It's immune to silence and has a ton of damage. So many cards cycled into the deck. 0 cost cards. Now let's make a quick math. That's enough for lethal, and our opponent concedes. So first match is a win. And welcome back. Trying to figure out and test Karakondzhul's Hlaalu deck. And we're fighting against a Veteran. Where second we have the ring. I think we're gonna go with that. We're fighting against Timao. Oh, it's either a double O, but I think it's a no. It could be Portuguese. There's a Black Dragon. Let's go with the Corner Club Gambler. Discard Balmore Puppeteer. We only have like 1 or 2 copies into the deck. But at the moment it wouldn't have been such a good addition. Let's go with the Crusader's Assault. Let's see what we can draw. Another option would have been playing Dawnbreaker, which would have destroyed the guard altogether. Veteran Forerunner. There goes our gambler. The Black Dragon will take care of any creature summoned into the shadow lane or not. There's a Shadow from Priest. Won't hold Trader. We have it. What can we do with it? Yeah, I think we can. If we hit face, we can use Hive Defender. And we've boosted it with a Steel Scimitar to resist any attempts of manual labor destruction. Foil the flame, and that leaves Black Dragon. I would have hoped for the guard to stay alive, but wow, we've got so many options, so many cards. All of them represent something nasty for our opponent. Let's kill that off. We've got a Cliff Racer. And let's play a Rift Thane. Now, we have like a 13 damage onto the board. Opponent is at 7 Magicka. He could only use whatever charge creature to deal with Black Dragon. However, we see a crushing blow on it. We got 8 damage, but in order to apply any damage to face, to avoid any sacrifice, Steel Scimitar to the rescue. That should leave our opponent to 18. And we can play an Ash Berserker. And draw a card. Eastmarch Crusader is very useful in this deck. I don't care about your sales. Go away. Vigilant Giant. Now the Vigilant Giant in the field lane blocks a lot of damage. But I think we need to use Dawnbreaker. It's the only way that I can see to deal with the Vigilant and go for more face. Other options include playing a House Call. use the Dawnbreaker. By goes the Vigilant. And our opponent is down to 2 HP. If he does not heal, or I don't know, place any guard, I don't think there's a Tilvani, and we've won. Yay! So far so good. The deck feels quite good. Has a lot of perks, and as you've seen, it can deal a lot of damage early on and avoid any kind of confrontation that would jeopardize the mission. Now, the mission is to have as many creatures on the board as possible buffed. Just to remind you of the Ice Storm that can easily break such a deck. Now we're playing against Pinky PA, and our opponent is playing a Daggeth deck. Thieves Guild Recruit. Sure. So our opponent knows what we are trying to achieve here, and he's going to try everything in his power to do so. Unfortunately, I would have hoped that the sharpshooter would destroy that ward crafter. Looks like there's no other way, and we will lose the clan captain in the field lane. But I think that's okay because we have a Crusader's Assault. We got a Cliff Racer, a Nasi. Oh boy! Oh, that's perfect. We've got a Marked Man. Now we're going to summon Marked Man just once. Use the Sharpshooter to silence Hand of Dagoth. Leave it alone. He'll trade in by himself. Another Hand of Dagoth. We've got another Crusader's Assault. Now, our opponent sits comfortably, at around 21 HP. We need to find a way. To stop him from advancing, and this is the perfect combination. Charge creatures, reach to face, and our opponent is down to 11. If he chooses to attack, Ice Storm again. So Ice Storm, as I said before, is playing quite a trick on us and our deck. It's just a ward. There are a lot of zero cost creatures out there, and we drew... Okay, let's not be mean. We drew a good card, but an Ice Storm will just clear the board again. That's not exactly what we want. SharePoint Dragon. Slime Marshblade. Yes, Eastmarch Crusader to the rescue. And okay, this is just bollocks. Oh, we got nothing. How is it even possible to draw the same card twice? So we're down to 10 HP. Lesson learned. Not yet. We're going to use both of our Crusaders Assault. So this should draw us 4 cards. There you have it. Now we must play something. Can our opponent break a rune? We don't know, we shall see. TESL Magister. And a Black Hand Messenger. There goes our Goblin Skulk. Let's try and break that ward. Now this is a perfect job for a Nord Vibrant. Question is, what do we play afterwards? Or most importantly, will next turn the next turn, will it be our will it signify our breakthrough? Why? Because we keep advancing into the rounds. We forget our opponent is a Daggeth deck, and we might see soon enough Daggeth. So let's see how many Nord Vibrants we have. We have only 3 at the moment. That's 4. Laneth. Okay, so let me calculate a bit. Sure. Excellent. Because check this out. Now we're going to attack with our only Nord Vibrant. Then we're going to use Divine Fervor and boost. Get Dawnbreaker. Hit for face. There we have it. Now 3 Nord Vibrants would have been enough. We've got 5. And we have defeated our opponent. So cheers and see you next time.